Hey everyone, welcome to elementalrhythm.com. My name is Gio, I'm your founder, and I want to share a bit about what elemental rhythm is. And the first thing I'll tell you is it's not a breathwork site. You might be asking, well, it is a breathwork site. Well, what I'll say is breathwork is a tool that we use, but elemental rhythm is much more than that. Like elemental rhythm is what we're going for. We're trying to get into our elemental rhythm, and we use breathwork and other processes to help people have the self-awareness to find their rhythm. So stick around, I'll explain exactly what I mean and get you super excited about using this website to help transform your life. So I got into breathwork. I was searching for answers, a little bit confused. I was a serial entrepreneur, doing all these crazy things. And breathwork was something that not only helped me to see past my limiting beliefs about myself, but also to give me this creativity and clarity to make changes and to follow this kind of guide that was inside of me. Some people call it intuition. We might call it our elemental rhythm. But there was something that was deep inside that was trying to pull me into alignment. And the life we live these days, it's so easy to be out of alignment. One, because of the way we're brought up. Two, the environment we live in. Three, the beliefs inside of our mind. And I can keep going on and listing it. So all these cultures around the world talk about this essence that we have. And really it kind of like boils down to a few principles, but like Ubuntu in Africa, for example, Stoicism, is about living in accordance with nature and cultivating values. Indigenous American cultures, Ina or Inyan, represents interconnectedness and balance of living beings and natural forces. In Japan, Ikigai represents intersections of one passion, mission, vocation, and the needs of the world. So this connection between us and our place in this world and nature. In this kind of way of thinking, it guides people on how to live this balanced life, flow of energy, living in accordance with nature as well, and trying to achieve inner peace in one's true nature. And then of course, Dharma in Hinduism and Buddhism, the same thing. It's like trying to get down to the essence of who we are based on these moral and ethical kind of duties, responsibilities, and bringing us into this balance or this rhythm or this elemental rhythm that's aligned with all of the patterns in nature. It helps us to live this fulfilling life. And what I found was on my journey was like, I didn't even know what my morals and principles were. I didn't know where I was headed. I was just kind of confused, feeling things and feeling like I was in this hamster wheel, this rat race, trying to make money, trying to make sense of it all. And, it can boil down to a few principles, and I'll ask in a few questions. What are the moral and ethical principles that guide your life structures? The 7 areas of life. On the personal growth side, what are you currently engaging with for your own personal growth? What are you doing to help cultivate harmony within yourself, within your relationships, in your community, with nature? Have you found your purpose or even thought about your purpose? And not an imposed purpose, what you think other people want. One that's in alignment with who you are, with your elemental rhythm. And what does fulfillment feel like to you? When do you feel it the most? Or how do you think it will feel? And so the problem is many of us don't even ask these questions or take the time to reflect, but the processes on this website and the elemental rhythm through breathwork, some of the courses and experiences, we're gonna help you to bring that a deeper sense of self-awareness to yourself so you can start navigating life and getting into this flow. So how do we lose our rhythm? Well, it's a good question. We're born into this world. We don't know how we got here. We don't know what we're doing here, really. And we start observing the world around us, and we start protecting ourselves and picking up on things. So things we see, things we hear, things that happen to us create these beliefs within ourselves. And we carry those with us our whole life, whether it's a traumatic event or a series of things that get repeated over and over. Our subconscious mind is building this filter to protect us. Well, the good news is although the subconscious mind dictates most of our life and what we can do, it doesn't have to be that way. But what you need to do is bring awareness to where these blocks are and the beliefs that you have that are holding you back. And once we start having that awareness, we can realign that and start moving towards our true purpose and get more and more into our elemental rhythm. So if you're feeling off right now and things are kind of weird, don't worry, that's okay. It just means it's time for a realignment. The other thing that we find a lot of is most people, including myself, at some point or another, are not even sure what we really want. We have these ideas of what's going to make us happy. And we think maybe if we make money or if I just do this or that, it's going to make us happy. But we don't really think about how we really want to feel. And it's really, really important to start getting that clarity. And as we kind of remove all the things that drain our energy, like the limiting beliefs, the fears, the worries, it creates this space now to create something new. And our processes have kind of worked that in to help you, whether you do it by yourself or with a coach or even become a facilitator. We're bringing you through this process. Same thing, we've been facilitators through the process. You can start learning on your own. Whether you're just helping to regulate your nervous system, help feel a little bit different, to use your breath to kind of calm yourself down, to be aware of things that kind of trigger you or situations that may make you feel uneasy, all the way to having these realizations about core wounds and core beliefs and things that hold you back your whole life that may show up in all different areas of life. So we're going to bring you on that journey and start to get clear on what do we actually really want in our life. So one of the key things here is as we break free from our limiting beliefs and the things that are holding our back, our conscious mind can't push us through. We can't just have lists and motivation and really just push to, create this life. There's a lot of times these blocks and, Stoicism, they say the obstacle is the way. But what if we're not even sure where that obstacle is or what's holding us back? A lot of times, these memories are painful. We hide them or we forget about them so we can move on. And even in my own experience, so many of the things that now I see were my limiting beliefs that I've been working on were things I had no awareness of. Maybe it's too painful. Maybe you just want to move past those moments in your life to focus and distract yourself. Sometimes we distract ourselves through all kinds of things because we don't want to feel pain. However, this process will start digging things up. But as you remove them, now you'll be able to kind of move forward without all these impediments. And just to remember that, in our body, the mind, using the mind is not alone. We have to get to the subconscious mind and also in our nervous system. A lot of these memories are imprinted in us, in the body, and with the breath work and with some of these practices, we can help to release that and really create an amazing transformation. And we move on to create the life you love to live, and it's a process, and that's what we're going for. Getting into your elemental rhythm, making sure you're doing things that you love, being aware of the things that you should be doing and not listening to your intuition, and really starting to manifest and attract opportunities, possibilities, all the things that are just around the corner that you have no awareness for yet. And that's what we're going to do here. So whether you're just getting started and want to make some changes in a short period of time, with the Contents website, you can start feeling better, increase your awareness, self-awareness, and start getting into your elemental rhythm and start moving towards that dream life. Or if you're ready to take that next step and you want to become a facilitator and help not only change your life, but impact the lives of others, just scroll down, we'll have more information for that as well. And also, Elemental Rhythm is a community, and you're going to connect with other people who are on this journey, whether you join like a mastermind or a facilitator training, you're going to connect with others. And it's so important to be a part of community. It's part of the whole transformational process and healing process and integrating all these things into your life. And so being part of this community is going to help support you, and it's super important to include community in your life. And the other thing we help is the integration. Elemental Rhythm is all about integration. How do you take the insights from some of the breath work that you do, or even just a meditation? Like, how do you take an insight and integrate it into your daily life? And we're going to talk about that, and we share that inside the website as well. So again, this transformational journey, it's an amazing one. Elemental Rhythm is here to guide you and help you and support you along the way. It goes way beyond breath work. But we're going to teach you all about breath work as well, because we find that the breath is that connection to your higher self, to source, to divine, to whatever you want to call it. And it regulates your nervous system. It changes your brain waves. One of the ways that these things work so well is as you're breathing, your brain waves go from beta to alpha to theta. The default mode network where the ego lies, changes, meaning your defense mechanisms go down that are protecting you from change, that want to keep you in this comfortable certainty or uncomfortable certainty when freedom is right around the corner in that uncertainty. So it helps with that. And then there's even this like transient hypofrontality, which is flow states that help you to be creative, help you to come up with answers, to help guide you. And I experienced all these things as I was personally getting through breathwork, and I want to share them with you. And I invite you to be part of our community, whether you're just using the website or the app, or you want to become a facilitator. I'm so excited to have you here. So please explore, have fun, connect with us. We're on social media, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, you name it. I'd love to hear from you guys. And you can also send us an email on the website. So I'm just really excited to have you here. It's my honor to share some of these insights, gifts, and wisdom that I've picked up along the years with you.